down, slughead. Give me your best shot. SWAT bots must have busted him. I'm juicing back. Somebody's got that old chili dog feeling again. What? Faster than lightning, quieter than a mouse. I'm there and back before you know I'm even gone. This is my competition? Couple slow-mo hoverheads? Man, then I'm wasting my time. Sorry, full brains, got a juice.
What's the crisis anyway? So I left my room for 5 seconds. Do you hear any alarms going off? Everything's totally mellow.
Oh, really?
Gee, I wonder how that volume got turned down. Big deal. You know how often that thing goes off? I could set my internal clock by it. These meteor thingies always burn up in the atmosphere.
Hoagie, a quiet astropod, and me. Perfect combination.
Batman to Space Cabbie, come in.
Can't a cabbie eat his lunch in peace?
The Justice League needs your help.
Yeah, you fellas need a ride? Wonder Woman wouldn't be with you, would she? Any questions at all for our panel of ghostwriters?
Yeah, this is for the whole panel. What's your favorite kind of ghost to write for?
What? No, they don't write for ghosts. That's not... Why did I think this would be a good idea? Does anyone have an actual question for someone on this panel? An actual question or a gun so I can shoot myself?
Yeah, I got a question.
Oh, thank God.
I go all the way to outer space, and all I end up saving the world from is this. You never let me do anything but save the Earth. Would an afternoon off cause any harm? But no, it's always...
16 million. Bust up that meteor. Battle those aliens. Must be back in your room before 5.
Meanwhile, no one even knows my name. I want to have friends and hang out like normal teenagers do. Who would want to hang out with a rusty hunk of metal like me?
Because on page 84 of Sapphire Stone, he describes her dodging a, quote, score of arrows shooting forth from holes in the very walls, unquote. But then, on page 107, Daring Do says she, quote, barely made it past the trap's barrage of arrows, unquote. But clearly, Daring Do is embellishing, and the correct number of arrows is 20! Please don't. Just don't even mention the titles. I'm not saying those books don't exist. I'm saying that I refuse to acknowledge them.
Let's go make some mayhem. Go get 'em. This goo's just for you, evil toy. This is so not your day. Whoa! Hey, watch the hands. Look out, evil toys. Oh, you don't want to challenge me today. Charge! Uh-oh. Hey, evil toy. I've got a surprise for you.
We good? We good? All right, then. Peter, everybody has a gift. Sometimes, when a person can't figure out what that gift is, they take it out on other people. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Too bad. Because I thought my gift was making sense of things. Goodness knows it isn't science. Look at that. You know, Pete, I don't know as much about science as you do. But there's always been one formula that worked for me in any situation. With great power comes great responsibility.
Take down! Let's whack the stuffing out of them. Bad choice, toy. You should have run. Back in the toy box for you. If I end up with a bad case of rust, somebody's gonna pay. Now this is pretty familiar. Conveyor belts, presses, energy beams. Just like home. Give me 30 minutes and a screwdriver, and I could get a lot of spares out of this place. Let's just find the crummy guy who's behind all this, and I'll give him something to think about. We've only been here 8.732 seconds, and my optics have already overloaded on pink.
good? All right, then. Hi, hello. I'm Franz, and welcome to our home. Neither. We're Lilliputians. The name makes more sense written out than spoken. And we control the balls. Behold. Oh, shucks. It's only our lifelong passion. Would you like us to elaborate through song? Oh, we know all about rivals. Laugh now, hugelings. But Franz will have his day. Franz will... Ow! Ow! Sand trap! Ow! Ow!
You shall not do that on the watch that is mine. Up with the heads! What shall we do? Their metal is of the indestructibility. Is it the time? Have they made their arrival?
Not yet, Starfire.
I made this gift of the good luck and welcoming. Do you think it will be appreciated by my canipster?
Your canipster? Oh, you mean your sister, Blackfire?
Yes, on Tamaran we say canipster. It is like your Earth word for sister, but it means more than the sharing of the DNA. The most accurate translation is girls who have the bond of the eternity.
That's beautiful. I'm sure Blackfire will love it.
I cannot wait! Yes, you are right. If Korugar wins the games and proves they are truly the best, I shall do as you ask.
Deal.
But if Superhero High is the victorious, then you shall do what I wish.
What's that?
You will answer my calls and make responses to my e-messages, and like my updates of status on the social medias. Plus, you shall spend with me a day of funship.
Day of funship?
24 hours of the togetherness of the canisters.
Because on page 84 of Sapphire Stone, he describes her dodging a, quote, score of arrows shooting forth from holes in the very walls, unquote. But then, on page 107, Daring Do says she, quote, barely made it past the trap's barrage of arrows, unquote. But clearly, Daring Do is embellishing, and the correct number of arrows is 20! Please don't. Just don't even mention the titles. I'm not saying those books don't exist. I'm saying that I refuse to acknowledge them.
Why?
Because they're horrible! I mean, there isn't a single thing after Ring of Destiny that is even remotely in the realm of the possible. I don't hate Daring Do. The first series was smart and cool and an amazing nod to old-time serialized adventure books that somehow manages to be self-reflexive and ironic while at the same time celebrating the art form without a hint of cynicism.
I am enjoying the dynamic duosity of being the partners with Miss Martian. I have examined the airspace, but have not witnessed any suspicious activity. I did, however, have a run-in with Gull of the Sea. How could I? I do not wish to miss Second Christmas Santa. I did not miss the Great Kurgov, the most important celebration of my people, to not witness the Second Christmas miracle. Oh, second Christmas night, fly your second Christmas kite. Perhaps I am not believing hard enough. Believe! Second Santa! I knew you'd...
Tell her.
No second Christmas miracle? No flash of light?
Which is why I came here to ask A.K. Yearling, muzzle to muzzle, why she sold out and dumbed down the rest of her books and into just a series of impossible action sequences.